So in my last video, I talked about how you can use the storyteller angle to practice two powerful manifestation methods. Here's me diving into one of them. It's called narrative embodiment. In this method, just like an author, you begin writing your desired future story in your journal. When you do this, keep three key things in mind. First, narrate your story in third person. Instead of saying, I am going to the gym every day and now I have a healthy physique, say, Prajakta is going to the gym every day. She's showing up consistently and is getting a lot fitter. Why? When you initially say, I am, the logical part of your brain immediately starts looking for evidence, planting seeds of doubt. By switching to a third person narrative, you create this safe psychological distance from disbelief, which lets you visualize without that internal resistance pushing back. When you write about someone else, even if that someone is you in third person, it becomes easier to believe. Second, tell your story in present tense to create the sense of it already happening right now, not someday in the future. Third, and this one's big, don't just imagine the end result that sounds too good to be true. Instead, imagine each small step in the entire process. This is the compounding effect in action, just like micro habits that snowball into massive changes. You build alignment step by step, grounding it in action. Well, let's say I'm manifesting a promotion. I wouldn't jump straight to imagining being congratulated for my new position. No. Instead, I'd write, Prajakta has enrolled in a leadership course. She's learning how to manage teams and communicate better. Her manager's noticing the change. Or say I'm manifesting a trip to Italy. Instead of diving straight into imagining the cobblestone streets of Florence, start with, Prajakta just got an investment return that will fund her trip. She's applying for her visa and researching the best spots in Florence. See the difference? By manifesting believable micro steps, you slowly chip away at that emotional barrier. Each sentence makes your brain go, yeah, that could happen. And that's the whole point, to make it feel possible. Now, once you're halfway through the story, like if you're writing 2 pages and you've finished page 1, step into the first person narrative. Move from Prajakta is to I am, and bring that mental conviction, that's me. I am the author of my story. Why this transition? Well, because by now you've built enough emotional momentum so the belief doesn't feel forced anymore. That's the moment your subconscious starts accepting this new possibility as your new reality. Remember, it's all here. And manifestation doesn't work for most people because when dreams get delayed, we tend to protect our heart by telling ourselves not to expect too much. We avoid getting our hopes too high. It's called defensive pessimism, a coping mechanism that shields us from disappointment. And this very thing, understandably, also prevents the results we want. In order to experience the new reality, you have to believe you're already living it. And I get it. After a string of disappointments, it becomes difficult to take that leap of faith. But when you actually write down the process and manifest each much believable step, that shield starts to drop. And that's how you pave the path toward what you want. In my next video, I'll be walking you through the second method called movie to game. That one will probably be a YouTube short or a longer one. We'll see. So keep an eye out for it. For more such practical tips, like, share, and subscribe. And also comment down below which philosophy you're curious about or would just like to know more about. Until next time, old souls.